All right, so let's talk about kayaks. Now, a kayak is a small, narrow watercraft typically propelled by these double-bladed paddles. Now, the word kayak actually comes from the Greenlandic word KAYAK, where indigenous people from Canada, Alaska, and Greenland would actually make these man boats or hunter boats, and they would do this by wrapping animal skin around a hull that was made of either wood or whale bones, and then they would waterproof these things with actual whale fat. So today there are typically 5 types of kayaks. You've got your sit-in kayak, you've got your sit-on-top kayak, you've got your whitewater kayak, your touring kayak, and then your kind of canoe kayak hybrid. All right, so you're probably asking, what does this have to do with me or this channel or this van? And if you just stick with me a second, I'm gonna explain. Now, in the last video, I gave you a review of this 2020 Pleasureweight Tofino we're sitting in now, and despite a few off-road limitations, this vehicle can get me an awful lot of places. And then when I pair it with this mountain bike over my shoulder or the electric scooter beneath the seat, or I guess my own 2 feet, I think I pretty much have land exploration covered. Now, until I can just go online and search for a personal jetpack on Amazon Prime, that really leaves us with one final frontier, and that is water. Which, of course, brings us full circle all the way back to the kayak. So this summer I began my search for a kayak that I could actually add to this Tofino build, and if you do remember from the review, there is a roof rack on this vehicle, but I'm kind of a Starbucks drive-through kind of guy, and you know, with the pop top, it doesn't feel super practical to put a kayak on the roof. So really quickly I came across this company called Advanced Elements. Now, they specialize in making portable, high-quality, inflatable kayaks. And full disclosure here, I reached out to Advanced Elements after I checked out some of their reviews. Some pretty incredible reviews on websites like paddling.com and Outdoor Gear Lab. And a few weeks later, all right, so this is it. FedEx is here with this kayak I have been looking forward to for weeks. All right, so I know this looks a little crazy and this box is gigantic, but there's some really exciting news to announce. I am the newest ambassador for Advanced Elements, which is the manufacturer of this kayak right here. This is the newest kayak from Advanced Elements. It is called the AirVolution. It is an exciting product for me. This is going to be my very first portable kayak. This thing is not only a kayak, but it also sort of doubles as a... Hold on. More on that in a minute. As you may or may not know, I'm actually from the Canadian Rockies, but I'm out here traveling in Ontario, Canada right now. And I really wanted to find something super epic to test out this kayak. Maybe not that epic, but there is a river I've had my eye on for quite a while. It's called the Grand River, and it's located here in southern Ontario. It's actually the largest self-contained river within southern Ontario. And I spent a huge portion of my life living right beside this river. I've never actually paddled it until today. Good morning. It is just after 8 o'clock. I'm in Cambridge, Ontario right now. This is the Grand River. My plan today is to travel all the way from Cambridge to Paris on this AirVolution kayak from Advanced Elements. All right, so the AirVolution comes in sort of this hybrid roller slash backpack. The actual kayak itself weighs about 39 pounds, and you can probably add about 3 pounds for the bag. Now, for comparison's sake, that's about the size of a backcountry backpack or a mountain bike, or I guess maybe your weekend haul of groceries from Costco. Setting this thing up is pretty straightforward. Instead of explaining it to you, how about I just show you how it works? So that's it. I'm gonna get this boat out on the river, and I'll see you there. All right, so we're ready to go. The AirVolution seems good, everything seems ready, and we're gonna head downstream on the Grand River. Let's go. So first kind of little mini stop on the trip. Just a nice little kind of area here. I mean, just the trees, a couple islands. And I thought it might be a nice little spot to fly the drone. right, I just pulled over here, this really nice like picnic area just off the side of the river, and the AirVolution itself, I don't really have any complaints. It's been awesome. A couple things I really like is the floor is almost completely flat, but it sort of funnels down to a little cup looking area where you can actually drain out the water when you come up on shore. And what's really unique about the floor of this kayak is because it is flat, it actually doubles as a stand-up paddleboard. And this is honestly a feature that really attracted me to this kayak, just the ability to kind of convert this really easily to a stand-up paddleboard. There's nothing to it, you don't change anything, you just have a different paddle and stand up on the nice flat floor. And just to be able to get that same experience you get from stand-up paddleboarding in a kayak like this is it's just an awesome thing. So thumbs up to Advanced Elements for this one. I'm excited to get back on the water, so I'm going to do that now, and we'll see you in Paris. All right, so that is it. That officially concludes my trip from Cambridge to Paris on the AirVolution kayak from Advanced Elements. And I gotta admit, it was pretty awesome to be able to grab this bag, bring it out of the back of the Tofino, and have an adventure like this 10 years later. And now that's all there is really left for me to do is put this bag on my back and try to find myself a ride home.
We could run away.